everybody in YouTube land. I hope that you had a beautiful, beautiful holiday and that you are looking forward to the wonderful things that you can manifest in the new year. So, Happy New Year's to you all. Today I'm going to chat about how our thoughts can manipulate the wonderful opportunities that we are kind of signed up to have in this life. So, to get right to it, an example of this would be that I was intended from birth, I think, to live in Hawaii. And as a kid, I never thought that this would be possible. I thought that I would be too sick, too poor, that I wouldn't feel well on an airplane, that I would pass out before getting here, that I wouldn't be able to sustain any sort of relationships or friendships or any bonds. I basically came up with a self-sabotage pattern of thinking for every good thing that I could have moving to a place like this. And what I've kind of come to realize is that the process of life is slow and steady. I know that we think forward and we think, oh, I want to be magically better. I want to have this certain diagnosis, I want to get this certain surgery, and then everything's going to be fine. Or I'm going to have this certain living situation or this certain career, and then my life is going to start and it's going to be amazing and perfect. But I think in actuality, the process of experiencing the day-to-day things, like the wonderful positive things, the people you get to meet, the experiences, the wonderful food, the bonding, just everything, that goes hand in hand also with some of the things that we perceive as negative or letdowns or failures. But in hindsight, all of those collective experiences created all of the knowledge that you have about everything you know up until this point. So if I wouldn't have experienced all of the pain and the bitchy doctors and the struggles in school, energy-wise and physically, and if I wouldn't have experienced feeling meek and weak and lesser than, I would not be the person that I am today. If I didn't know all of those things, I would not be able to recognize now how much strength I have, how much clarity I have, how much confidence I actually do have in my ability to pretty much kick ass at life, to be able to manifest the things that I'm excited about. And that's another thing. I think that if we have these dreams in place, even if they seem so far-fetched and so ridiculous that we could never achieve them or obtain them, I think there's validity to them. I think that we were born with recognition and the know-how somewhere in there to get those things and experience those things that we think about all the time. When I was younger, I used to dream of living all over the world, and I used to dream of living by the ocean and experiencing all these other cultures, but I just felt like it was not within my reach. I felt like I would just have to solely rely on getting married and having someone else give these things to me if I was going to get them, that I wouldn't get them on my own. And in actuality, I have done some of the most incredible things in the last year, and in the last year, I've been pretty much on my own. I've not been in a super serious long-term relationship for quite some time now. I did not achieve those things from another person. I got them from accessing my own strength and intuition and just jumping through the damn hoop of fear and just pushing past the fear. When I meditated and Hawaii kept coming up. I kept thinking, oh my god, I can't go there. I don't want to go to an island. There won't be people there to support me. I'm going to be um, a minority on an island of native people. How are they going to accept me? Who's going to want to give me a job? Who's going to want to give me a place to live? How can I afford it? All of these whys, all of this self sabotage. But actually, I just decided to push through that fear, and then I started accessing the fact that the universe wanted me to manifest this. So, I guess I'm just reminding you that all of the sorrows and the negative things, as well as the beautiful things and the synchronistic things, they all go hand in hand, and they all create an experience that gives you knowledge and strength to keep putting one foot in front of the other and making your dreams come true. That it's not this instantaneous thing all the time. Yes, I do believe in really wild, random happenings and, winning the lottery and things like that. But I think for a lot of us, it's a slow, beautiful progression that we need to learn to take hold of and realize that it's happening right now. Life doesn't start when we meet a certain person, when we have a certain job, or when we live in a certain place. It's every day. It's those inner desires of your heart, those feelings, those visions that you have. All of those little things are things you need to take note of. Put them in your back pocket and keep thinking about them and kind of put out there like, yeah, I would like to have that someday. And you know what? If you just push through that fear, you can absolutely have anything that you dream up, because the fact that you dreamt it up in the first place means that it's in your atmosphere, in your universe to have, to be accessed. So going into the new year, just having a super open mind to be this huge dreamer, to keep pushing yourself through that fear, to keep going, because it's an incredible, wild ride. And once you get on that ride, you don't want to stop. On that note, things may be a little slower with the videos soon because I'm headed to New York for that mind-body integration training. And after that, I am not sure where I will be headed for a while. My gut is telling me that I'm going to have some incredible opportunities and may continue to travel the world for a while. I do ultimately want to open that wellness center here in Hawaii, but I know that I need to be open to the process of the experience. So there's more things that I may have to learn, more people that I may have to meet in order for me to have all of the confidence and knowledge behind me to open that wellness center. So going forward, I wish you all the best of luck, and I'll keep you updated on my wild ride of a life. I hope that everybody has a safe and wonderful New Year.